Bossiri, what it do, what it did, what it done. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. If it's not your first time here, please like, turn your notifications on, and enjoy the vibes. Firstly, massive thank you to everyone who watches my videos. I'm super appreciative and like super happy that like people are actually engaging with my content, even if it's literally like 2 people, because like I'm just myself. Like, I'm such a normal person and I literally live like an everyday normal human being life. So yeah, we have our faves A and N here.
Hi guys.
And also, last thing before we get started, guys, Black lives still matter, always have, always will. All lives. I'm not gonna say all lives matter.
They don't matter yet.
All lives of color should matter to you. But yeah, all Black lives matter.
Yes.
Black lives mattering,
Then all lives will not matter. Yeah. Also, gender-based violence is still going on, and there are a lot of cases that are springing up of like gender-based violence in new ways. I don't know why people are trying to get creative with being abusive. Just fucking stop.
What's wrong with you people? Really?
Just stop. But yeah, like, sign petitions, donate if you can, spread word. Like, don't just look at an Instagram post and put on your story. Cool, but like actually educate yourself, because one day I'm gonna front with you. I'm gonna come and ask you about that post, and if you can't remember it, we'll square up.
And educate each other as well. Like,
but
educate
yeah,
your friends.
just be cognizant of what you post and like actually mean what you post, because we know you in real life, so like we're gonna remember you.
Yeah, we know you guys. We see you.
Welcome back to episode 4 of Love and Healing. We have the girls. We're not really going to do like how we usually do it and pick up from a specific point. We're kind of just gonna chat about it. This is Ash's first time on a Love and Healing.
Yes.
But
Is this also just a closing? Or is it not? Are you gonna carry on with
Yes,
no,
girl.
with that specific situation?
with that person?
Yeah.
Yes, girl. I'm still unpacking.
Okay,
we
baby.
stopped last time in April, May,
wait.
June, July,
Okay, it's been a
August,
while.
September,
Ish.
October, November, December, January,
Oh, last
February,
year.
March, April.
Okay, what's screaming at me? She's screaming at me, guys.
Okay, so we're kind of just gonna like pick certain situations and unpack them, because I feel like we're doing a lot of like storytelling and not as much unpacking. And then obviously A has become friends with him more recently. Like, so the first thing I wanted to unpack, I know N and we spoke about this last time, but I edited it out of the video because I wanted it to be its own moment.
Okay.
We spoke about last year after my birthday, the day after my 18th birthday party, there was a huge Joel.
Oh, this, yeah.
And like obviously I got raucously drunk. Not obviously, I'm not an alcoholic, but I'm not.
Chunky.
I was really upset that this gent like hadn't come to my 18th, and it really disappointed me because he knew he shouldn't have gone and done stuff to get himself grounded, and then he did it anyway, and that really just made my heart a little bit sore. Yeah, so I went, got raucously drunk, and someone ended up taking advantage of me. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because it's a little bit traumatic. I'm still trying to make sense of it and whatnot. But I basically told him this thing happened, and he was like, oh, of course that gent would do that type of thing, right? And it's not the first time that gent had been uncanny with me. So it's like I would always go and tell him, listen, this gent has done whatever, and then he'd be like, haha, of course, type of thing. And then like looking back on it now, it really pisses me off. But then also this year we had a conversation with him about it. Like I spoke about it on a live, and he reached out, and we had a conversation about it, whatever. And like his mentality's changed, but like to me falsely. It's kind of like, okay, cool, I don't want to be a rape apologist, so I'm contacting you so you can't accuse me. But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna go call out my mate, and I'm still gonna remain his mate. So that was my...
Did he not tell you?
He didn't tell her. He didn't want to.
What, you about to tell me?
Ish. On the video.
Oh, we can always crop it out.
I thought that he did tell you.
No, you didn't.
Because I told him to tell you.
He didn't.
He said that
He's blocked.
he reached out.
To the other gent.
Yeah.
And did not...
Why are you looking at us like so?
I don't think you know the story.
Ish.
Oh, okay. See, because after that whole thing, obviously, like, all of us were pretty upset with him because
He was being a rape apologist.
yes, it was the same thing. I'm like,
He didn't tell me, so.
Oh, he told her. So why you told her, not me?
No,
we
because
know we
I
were
was having a
talking about
conversation
it.
saying like I spoke to him and like this
And
is
we
the situation,
said
and I
we
told
said
him
that he should reach
message
out to you because it's not our business.
He's
Imagine
blocked.
if,
Maybe
thing is,
he
no,
tried.
but if it comes from us, it seems false.
Yeah,
Maybe you tried, it didn't come
maybe he
through.
tried, but I was quite irritated with him, and we were talking about the situation. He said,
So you can just pause. So when you guys get irritated with him, he moves. But when the love of his life was getting irritated with him, it didn't matter. Anyways, you're quite irritated with him, man.
yeah, well, we were having a conversation about it, and he said, well, I did reach out, and he said he did confront
The
the
game.
gent.
Sleep with your chest, guys. We can always crop it out.
He said like that gender said like I don't know exactly what that gent said, but apparently that gent said like he knows that he should have handled certain situations differently. I don't know, like
We don't know the
said.
details.
But I said to him that he really should contact you, and I thought he did.
Both gents are blocked, so they can't even contact me with them. Well, they could
I
if they
don't
really
think that,
wanted
I don't
to.
think
That other fucker
Yeah.
would. Yeah, he
And I
doesn't
don't
have
think
the
he
balls.
She wouldn't know. Oh, no.
Doesn't
he's
have
a
the
piece of
balls.
shit.
So skinny, fucking window just blowing
Piece of
left and
shit.
right. It's just like, oh, we get hectic.
Yeah, but I told him it would be very important for him to tell you himself.
I don't think he did though.
If he really wanted to get
I
a
think
hold of me,
when
he
we
could've.
had the conversation, because he didn't tell me about what he did. I knew it from Ash. Like I had that in the back of my head, and like he didn't tell me that he had reached out to that
That's so
person.
interesting. I was not ready for this.
It wasn't even like I went to like, oh my god, it's not
Yeah.
like,
No,
like, we were
Because we
having
were
facts,
talking
having
about
a
like whether we
conversation.
should.
Because I had my own situation,
Yeah.
and then I was talking to Nas about it, and it came up, and I said like I wanted to tell you, but I told him it should really come from
Because
him.
we were talking, we both
Yeah.
were like, it shouldn't come from us. Because like even us telling you now, like it almost seems like we're like backing him up or whatever.
No, guys, it's not that deep to me. Like, you
But it
guys,
should have come from him.
So wait, do you think that he did that like because it was genuinely shit? I need to do
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
But is it I need to do
Because-
better as a person? I need to do better by that person, or I just
Both.
don't want to be accused of having.
I
I
think
do-
also because knowing
I feel like it's self-preservation.
no, if it was
I think he's just
self-preservation,
angry. He would have told
he
you
would have told you and be
immediately.
like,
He
well,
would have. I've already done this.
I just have no faith in him that he's a decent human being anymore.
But that's the thing. I think like
I agree.
I do think that he's trying to change,
Yeah.
but I don't think you're gonna see it
I don't want to.
because he also doesn't want to have a relationship with you.
Sis, I don't want to see
No,
it.
but that's what I'm saying. You both don't want a relationship with
Yeah.
each other, so you're not gonna see
I
the
think
better in
if it
him.
was self-preservation, he would have said to
Definitely
you, like,
put it in your face. She's just angry, guys.
Men!
Should I not have told you?
No, I feel great.
Okay.
Anyways, men just, you know what the thing is for me? It's just like there were so many opportunities for him to do better, and he chose to do it when you went and told him, listen, I'm annoyed with you, which just
He
really.
did it the day after you spoke to him.
Yeah, he did it before she.
I
told
didn't
him.
even speak. I didn't tell him to do it. He did it before.
So why he didn't tell anyone? Because he wasn't blocked by
He
them.
didn't. He
Because
told me
because
like
it wasn't
weeks later. that
because
he
it
did
wasn't about self. It was
About-
basically about him trying to be a better person.
I doubt it. The devil works hard, but he works harder.
Ish. But remember we were talking about how he actually genuinely is a good person, like when he's himself. But he has some fucked up shit. But the thing is, like, I do think personally, like I will tell you now, like I actually believe that he didn't do that for self-preservation.
Yeah. Because then I said like when we were having the conversation like weeks later, and that's when you told me. I was like, so why you never told anyone?
Because he could have told me when I acted him.
Yeah.
He could have, but he didn't.
Yeah, that's because he just doesn't reply to messages.
He does, you hoe.
No, not mine.
Oh.
No shame. I mean, if that's what he did, kudos to him. I hope he feels worthy now or whatever. But it doesn't make me feel any better about the fact that he wasted 2 years of my life.
Obviously it doesn't, because
Obviously.
obviously it also came late.
Yeah, I
Either
should have
way.
done it when you better
Yes.
late than never.
No,
Yes.
yes.
But like,
But-
at least his next hand will know that if a Jane
But at the end of the
sexually assaults her,
day,
he'll speak
he
up.
doesn't even need to tell you what he did. He can literally just come to you and be like, listen, I'm trying to better myself, and I know you're not going to see it because I actually have hurt you, But I'm trying
It's not
to do
even
better.
that. It's because you know what? I'm not even gonna go into chats because I'm just gonna get pissed off. Okay, cool. I kind of want to go into like what made you guys choose to be his mates. Because you could have been, you could have, no, not like, obviously it's nothing deep. It's not like, oh, you saw the light. No, but there's a thing of like, you know, that other friend of ours, who has that gent that also coerces women to do things.
Yeah. Well, friend.
We always, okay, let's her current gent.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like, I guess maybe if he's ignorant, he'll say I'm his mate. Like, but like, I was friendly towards him for her sake compared to actually being his friend.
You see.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Because then it's a thing of like, let's say her and I were still mates. Cool.
Can I?
Yeah. Wait, if they were to break up, whatever, I would lost type of thing. That type of energy.
I mean, after November, like then I decided, okay, you know what? I didn't like this gent from the beginning.
No one did. I had to work hard. Only for you
so
to play me like that. After all my hard work, building you for another woman. Yes.
So 3 years later, him and I decided, okay, I was like, actually not that bad. And that was at the little chillers we had. And we weren't like friends like that. Like obviously we were friendly and I was like, okay, cool, we're mates. And because of like the whole group, we're like, yeah, we mates. Then when you come Jan, right? You cut off in Jan. I also didn't speak to him. And then I only spoke to him when I remember we had nothing to message him. And that's the only reason I spoke to him, and I never spoke to him like after that again. It was only when you started being friends with him again, where like he was starting to come back into your life, and like remember you had that call and everything.
Then he fucked it all up again.
Yeah,
Men are so useless, guys.
But she had like a call with him, and like for like
they're so useless
because you also had a feeling.
Such good actors. You was there struggling to breathe, starting to cry.
Self-introspection.
This is the big words that he had never known before. To be worse than before.
And then like once again, like we were reunited as a whole.
What's wrong?
The pain that went through my body.
That spook.
I think it's the anger coming out.
No, that's that spook in this house.
No, like it was very.
And then we had all like reconnected as a friend group, and like things were going fine. Then it was lockdown, and we were just having like the three of us were having like lots of calls with him. And it was literally just like us chatting, and like obviously like speaking.
A friendship grows from there.
Yeah, a friendship grows from there. It wasn't necessarily like.
I don't think there was anything specific that made me like we were just chatting. And it naturally
even
progressed.
when you guys like fell out, like the two of us
we weren't talking to him that much.